Good morning, students. Today, our topic is Unit 4 Conducting Polymers. Topic is Conducting Polymers. Unit title is Polymer Chemistry. See, introduction to the conducting polymers. Polymers are plastics, as they are also called, are known to have good insulating properties. Generally, polymers are good insulating properties. Plastic chairs, plastic toys, bent pipes. Okay, these are the plastics materials. Polymers are one of the most used materials in the modern world. Modern world means nowadays polymers are the one of the most used material. Their uses and application range from containers to clothing. From containers to clothing materials, all are made up of with polymers. They are used to coat metal wires to prevent electric shocks. These are best electrical insulator material. That's why we prevent that electric shock. This is the basic introduction to the polymer. Okay, generally two conditions to become conductive property. Polymers are insulators. We know that property. But there are two conditions to become conductive nature to the polymers. The first condition for this is that the polymer consisting of alternative single and double bonds called conjugated double bonds. Okay, the first condition is the polymer consisting of alternative single and double bonds. Alternative single and double bonds called conjugated double bonds. Okay, the polymer which have alternative double bonds, that polymers acts as a conducting polymer. In conjugation, the bonds between the carbon atoms are alternatively single and double. Alternately single and double. Every bond contains a localized sigma bond which forms a strong chemical bond. In addition, every double bond also contains a less strongly localized pi bond which is weaker. Pi bond is a weaker bond, sigma bond is a very strong bond. Like that, this is the polyacetylene structure. These polyacetylene structure have alternative double bonds in its structure. Okay, this is the conjugated double bonds condition. First condition to develop conductive nature to the polymer. The second condition. The second condition is that the plastic has to be disturbed either by removing of electrons from oxidation or inserting of electrons, that is reduction. Removing of electrons, oxidation, addition of electrons, reduction to the material. The process is known as doping technique. The process is known as doping technique. Doping techniques are two techniques. One is oxidative doping, which are used as a halogens as a dopant material, which produce p doping. Reductive doping, alkali metals used as a dopant material, which produce n doping. That is p doping and n doping techniques. Now, first see the first conducting polymer, that is polyacetylene. Polyacetylene. In your syllabus, there are three conducting polymer: polyacetylene, polyaniline, and polypyrrole. Okay, right? First see that polyacetylene. There is a complete data about polyacetylene. Polyacetylene consisting of a long chain of carbon atoms with alternative single and double bonds between them, each with one hydrogen atom. The double bonds can have either cis geometry or trans geometry. Hydrogens arranged as a cis geometry or trans geometry. Okay, so the controlled synthesis of each isomers of the polymer cis polyacetylene or trans polyacetylene can be achieved by changing the temperature at which the reaction is conducted. The cis form of the polymer is thermodynamically less stable than the trans isomer. Okay, thermodynamically means whenever heat condition, cis polymer is less stable, trans polymer is the more stable in temperature condition. That is thermodynamic condition. Thermodynamic means heat condition. Despite the conjugated structure of polyacetylene backbone, not all of the carbon-carbon bonds in the material are equal. A distinct single-double alternative exists. Each hydrogen atom can be replaced by a functional group. Substituted polyacetylene tend to be more rigid than saturated polymer. These are the structure of cis-transide, trans-cis-side. Cis-transide, trans-cis-side. These are the two types of polyacetylene. Okay, now see, I will consider this is the polyacetylene structure. That polyacetylene structure have a alternative double bonds. Okay, I consider 7 slopes is there. In this one middle slope, okay, there is a double bond. These double bond on homolytic cleavage, it will be breaks into 2 electrons. Okay, we already know one bond is nothing but 2 electrons. After this bond homolytic cleavage, we get 2 electrons. In this one, we add oxidation reaction. Oxidation means in the presence of Lewis acids or halogens. Lewis acids are halogens which forms oxidation. Oxidation means according to electrons way minus 1 electron. So 1 electron is removed. So we get radical cation. Radical cation. Okay, next further we add oxidation, further second oxidation there. The second oxidation is nothing but minus, again there is a 1 electron loss. Based upon that 1 electron loss, we get bication, and then this bond is shifted towards this side, we get negative charge. In this negative and a positive charge, there is a new bond formed. Next one, this bond is shifted towards top side. Here already there positive charge. After shifting of this bond, we get negative charge. In this negative and a positive charge, there is a new bond. So here there is a positive charge. After shifting of bond, here get positive charge. After shifting of bond, here get positive charge. This positive charge moves towards this direction. This positive charge moves towards this direction. So that is the p-doping polyacetylene mechanism. P-doping polyacetylene mechanism. That is oxidative doping. Similarly, we will see N-doping or reductive doping. In this N-doping or reductive doping, we undergoes reduction reaction. What is reduction reaction? Addition of electrons. Reduction reactions takes place in the presence of alkali metals or Lewis bases. Alkali metals are Lewis bases. Reduction means addition of electron. 1 electron added to this middle slope, we get radical anion. For the second reduction, we get one more electron added to that radical, we get 2 bianion there. In this bianion, these are the shifting possibility. In this shifting possibility, this negative charge moves towards this direction, this negative charge moves towards this direction. That is negatively charged moving, that is nothing but N-doping polyacetylene. N-doping polyacetylene, another name, reductive doping of polyacetylene. Right? That is the polyacetylene condition. Now see that polyaniline. Next material is polyaniline. Polyaniline, first of all, we will see some properties of polyaniline. Polyaniline's electrical properties can be reversibly controlled by charge transfer doping and protonation. Polyaniline is environmentally stable and inert. Environmentally stable and inert, that is noble. Where stainless steel is corroded. Polyaniline is applicable to electrical, electrochemical and optical applications. Electrical applications, electrochemical applications optical application. Polyaniline is currently used in cell phones and calculators and other LCD technologies. Okay, these are the polyaniline structure. Polyaniline structure. Okay, next, electrically and optically active polyaniline films doped with camphor sulfonic acid. Polyaniline films are doped means added with camphor sulfonic acid derivatives for successfully deposited or non-conductive substrates via chemical vapor phase polymerization. The polyaniline films grown by this method not only showed high electrochemical activity but also exhibited optical activity. After coating of these camphor sulfonic acid substances, the polyaniline acts as a best electrical conductivity nature, electrical conductivity nature, but also optical nature also there. Okay, the corrosion inhibition properties of polished steel plates, low carbon coated with a polyaniline, that is emeraldine base form. Emeraldine base form blend with nylon 6,6 cast method with formic acid as a solvent. Formic acid as a solvent. Polyaniline using solution using aniline 0.2 molarity as a monomer and ammonium persulfate 0.2 molarity as an oxidant. The polymer powder produced was changed into emeraldine base from after treatment with dilute ammonia solution 0.5 molarity in order to the further processing. Let's see the detailed synthesis, that is preparation of polyaniline. First of all, found in one of three idealized oxidation states. Okay, polyaniline existed as a three idealized oxidation state. In this first one, leucoemeraldine polyaniline, which is a white, clear and colorless polyaniline. Leucoemeraldine is the white, clear and colorless polyaniline structure. Next, emeraldine. Emeraldine is the green for the emeraldine salt, green color in emeraldine salt state, blue for the emeraldine base. Okay, in base condition, emeraldine is in blue color. In salt condition, emeraldine is green color. Okay, in leucoemeraldine, that is white, clear and colorless one. Okay, next one, pernigranulin. Okay, pernigranulin, these are the blue or violet color. The formation of leucoemeraldine can be described as follows, where oxygen is a generic oxidant, where generic oxygen, nascent oxygen is the generic oxidant. See that preparation, NC6H5NH2 aniline molecule, N number of aniline molecule. Here oxygen used, nascent oxygen used as a generic oxidant, we get leucoemeraldine substance and water molecule. The most common oxidant is ammonium persulfate. The most common oxidant is ammonium persulfate. The reaction is very exothermic reaction. Okay, generally we know chemical reaction based upon heat. Two reaction, exothermic reaction, endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction which are released heat in reaction, that is exothermic, which are absorbed heat, that is endothermic reaction. Okay, see, these are the structures of permigranulin, emeraldine, leucoemeraldine structures. Okay, here there are two alternative keto structures there, two aniline structure, benzene structure, two keto structures there. But emeraldine structure, there is only one keto structure. Okay, but leucoemeraldine structure, all are aniline structure, all are aniline. Okay, there is no keto structures there. Okay, these are the different structures of permigranulin, emeraldine and leucoemeraldine. Next, synthesis, homopolymerization of polyaniline. Homopolymerization of polyaniline, formation by the ion conjugation of aniline molecule. Formation by the ion conjugation of aniline molecule. Okay, first of all, homopolymerization, aniline loses one electron to form anilinium ion. Anilinium ion reacts with one more aniline which removes 2H plus to form polyaniline structure, that is homopolymerization of polyaniline. Next one, conjugation of aniline molecule. Here we take a polyaniline structure minus 2H plus ions. It's a rearrangement reaction. We get one more, we add the aniline keto aniline structure, we get a polymer. That is the polymer preparation conjugation of aniline molecule. Next, oxidation states and acid base behavior of polyaniline, that is emeraldine and then penigranulin. Okay, first of all we take penigranulin blue color, penigranulin base violet color. Okay, salt is in blue color, base is in violet color. Okay, we take this one. We should add emeraldine salt and then emeraldine base. Okay, we get a emeraldine salt, it's a green color after losing of electrons, okay, in forward manner, gaining of electrons in backward manner. Okay, here also addition of electrons and removal of electrons, right? We get emeraldine base blue, emeraldine base green. Okay, next finally we get the leucoemeraldine molecule. That leucoemeraldine molecule has a pale yellow color. Emeraldine salt green color, emeraldine base blue color. These are combined to form a leucoemeraldine, that is a pale yellow color. Let's see the third category, that is polypyrrole. Polypyrrole films are formed by casting a pyrrole derivative, say 3-hexadecyl pyrrole, in an organic solvent on an air-water interface where the water surface contains an oxidant FeCl3. Free pyrrole as a vapor is added to cause polymerization. They are excellent conductors. The use of electrochemically synthesized polypyrrole film is investigated as a primer for protective coating on carbon steel. It provides excellent adherence and corrosion resistance and is more environment friendly. Polypyrrole was galvanostatically synthesized on carbon steel and epoxy paint top coat was applied on it. The corrosion performance was evaluated using salt spray test and electrochemical impedance spectroscopy. The performance was compared to that of commercial zinc primer. These tests coherently demonstrate that the use of polypyrrole film exhibits corrosion better than a zinc primer in salt and acid environment. This is the polypyrrole structure. Polypyrrole is a 5-membered ring which are associated with 4 carbon element and 1 nitrogen element. Okay, with alternative double bonds. That is the pyrrole structure. The addition of number of pyrroles, we get polypyrrole. Okay, see, this is the first way. Okay, first way, that is the p-type doping of polypyrrole. P-type doping of polypyrrole. Here we take, this one is the polypyrrole structure. Okay, after delocalization of bonds, we get this one is the identical polypyrrole structure. Okay, in this one we should add oxidizing agent for oxidation reaction. Here oxidation reaction, we remove one electron. Here this bond is shifted towards this side, homolytic cleavage. You get positive charge and negative charge, that is polar ion molecule. So after that one more, again we add oxidizing agent for oxidation reaction. Okay, what are oxidizing agents? Lewis acids, okay, or halogens. Both are used as a oxidation reactions. Okay, so we get positive, that is bipolar ion. After bipolar ion, the bond is shifted towards this side. This positive charge moves this direction. Here also there is a positive charge. This positive charge moves towards this direction. Okay, this is the p-doping or oxidative doping of polypyrrole. Similarly, we take n-doping, n-doped polypyrrole. In the n-doped polypyrrole, we take polypyrrole and then this one is identical structure of polypyrrole. Here we add alkali metals or Lewis bases. Alkali metals or Lewis bases. Okay, to form a here there is a anion. Okay, anion cation there. Okay, anion anion radical there, radical anion there, radical anion state of polypyrrole. Again we should add one more excess amount of reductive agent. Okay, we get another reduction reaction, we get two anions there. After we get two anions, this bond is shifted towards this side. We get positive charge and positive negative charge, there is a new bond formed. Here also this bond is shifted towards this side. You get negative charge, here positive charge, positive negative, there is a new bond. And then here this negative charge moves towards this direction, this negative charge moves towards this direction. This is the n-doped polypyrrole. Now see the applications of conducting polymer. Generally conducting polymers have many uses. The most documented are as follows. Anti-static substances for photographic films. Okay, these are photographic film used material. Next one, corrosion inhibitors. Okay, to prevent corrosion. Compact capacitor. Okay, CD capacitor. Next, anti-stacking coating, that is telescopic coating. Next, electromagnetic shielding for computers, those are smart windows. A second generation of conducting polymers have been developed. These have industrial uses like transistors, right? Conducting polymers used as a transistor, and light emitting diodes, LEDs. Okay, laser used flat televisions. Okay, lasers used flat televisions, and then solar cells displayed in mobile telephones and mini format television screens. These are the different applications of conducting polymers. Okay, see some of the pictures of conducting polymers application. Okay, these are the different pictures. Okay, computer screen. Okay, here these are the different decorative articles, and then mobile applications, shields application. Okay, these are the smart windows, that is sensor windows, light emitting diodes. Okay, here these are the by separating that molecular structures, okay, color structures there. Okay, next these are the different pictures to explain that application of conducting polymers. Okay, finally we conclude our topic conducting polymer. For conductance, free electrons are needed, that is a important necessity. Conjugated polymers are semiconductor materials, while doped polymers are conductors. Conjugated polymers are semiconductor material, but doped polymers are conductors material. The conductivity of conducting polymers decreases with falling temperature in contrast to the conductivities of typical metals. Example, silver, which increase with falling temperature. Today, conductive plastics are being developed for many uses. These are the conclusion. And then last point, every life is unique and has a purpose. Okay, there is every one life has a great character there. Every life have a unique character there. So every life is unique and has a purpose. Okay, every life has a particular reason, main purpose there. Okay, thank you students. Okay, thank you for listening. Okay, this is our conducting polymers. Okay, in polymer chemistry, last concept is conducting polymer definition, and then what are the conditions in conducting polymers. Next one, polymers materials, polyacetylene, polyaniline, and then polypyrrole. Okay, how to check that conductivity character in polyaniline, polypyrrole, and then polyacetylene molecules. Okay, thank you students.